Hello, Joe.
Hey, Brad, how's it going, buddy?
Hanging in there. And according to you, I'm a little bit richer today.
Hell yeah, no, ENS got the Binance listing this morning. So that shit went from like
That's
24 to
beautiful.
60 something a little while ago. I
Woo.
haven't looked for last hour, but shit, you just made another 4 grand from a friggin' airdrop. Now, everyone, I was afraid that Brad had dumped because I call him the king of the airdrop dump. But, it's
Not
good he
this
did
time.
because, yeah, he like doubled his free $4,000 stack this morning.
Yeah.
Another to
Hey,
8.
I want to warn everybody. I've got bad internet today. AT&T, you suck. My fiber optic is not fiber opticking. Anyway, so I may drop, and then Joe will be all by himself. So no,
it's just the porn queue you got going on over there.
Said I need to drop the porn queue. I can't get Dex.guru to load. What the fuck?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you're just a little perky.
I'm lagging.
VPN up or anything right now?
Nope.
Yeah,
not a thing. You know what?
I mean,
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to switch right now over to my phone, and it's got one bar.
It seems okay from my side. You look all right. Well, why you?
How's that? Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly.
Okay, good.
Define. You just talked to the Define guys, right?
I just got off the interview with the CEO, Ramani, from Define. Got some really interesting shit going on there, and I really like the guy. I like what they're doing. I like how they're building it. So good stuff. I still can't get Dex Guru to load. What the hell is going on?
Well, I mean,
you may have to take over the screen.
He may have been happy in the call because router's up tremendously, Define's up, everything.
I don't know if he was even aware. I didn't see it until I came off the call. So, and I'm happy there too because I'm making money on my Define token.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm in PBR's moving. Everything's moving. What's BTC at right now? Is it at 48.50 again?
68 5. 48.40 for ETH, 68 532 for Bitcoin.
Okay, cool.
Life is good for the time being, folks, but all good things must come to an end. So be prepared.
Yeah, I always get worried when everything just seems like everybody says going up, and that's usually when I get a little paranoid. But then I look at I looked at the liquidations this morning. Let me pull that up real quick just to see it. The long short ratio. I'm sorry, the long short ratio, not liquidations. I mean, the BTC USD is like 98% long. The BTC USDT is 97% long. The ETH USDT is 77, USD 71, ETH BTC 94.2% long. Wow. So everybody's loaded up on longs, but those stop loss hunters. I mean, it's just a little bit of a worry that you might get some drop down to take out all those liquidation pieces or the liquidity down there. But at the same time, it bounces back. So if you see a big move of a couple of points, it's probably that stop loss hunting. But then usually thank you for that. And usually they have, have buys in there already. So they stop loss it down and then trigger the buy and ride it back up. So if you see a lot of volatility, I wouldn't worry about it too much right now. But do your own research, make your own decisions, all that stuff.
Yeah.
The one I thought was kind of something interesting going on was the OMG, the boba thing that's the airdrop on the 12th. These guys are like, OMG USD is only 32% long. OMG BTC is looks like 11.8% long. That tells me everybody's expecting a monster dump after that airdrop.
Oh yeah, of course.
So
it makes sense.
Yeah, so be super careful if you're not in that. I don't know if I'd be doing anything right now as far as acquiring.
Right.
But if you really like it and you're not in it, wait for after the airdrop and then go in because there'll be a dump because the whales are going to sell at that point. Just the way it works usually. So I feel good about everything. I mean, I saw on a couple more news tidbits real quick. I saw in the New York Times yesterday that American household checkbook balances are $2.2 trillion higher than they would have been pre-pandemic trend line. So that means the stimulus spending, all the stuff that, fought off the pandemic, people have actually saved it. So
that's awesome.
And then CPI is at the highest level in 35 years, came out today. So, to me, if I'm holding all that cash, and I'm, middle America or just getting in, this is the time to deploy some of that cash, because if CPI is up at 30-year high, tons of spending coming, the dollar dilutes. I'm sorry. That's why you hear speculation about the real pair should be BTC M2 money supply, not USD, because the USD isn't really trading accurately right now, in my opinion, because there's so much currency sloshing around. It's been diluted so much, but we don't notice until we go overseas, and all of a sudden that cup of coffee is $6. You don't see it, but it's happening. So if you're holding that money and you don't see a bright future, let's say, start moving some of this into these games, because the only way you can catch up to that dilution is by getting higher yield. And we're showing you a lot of different tricks, the way you can do it and trends. So, but start small. Like if you're going to set up a DraftKings or FanDuel's account, whatever you would put in that. Exactly. But be prepared to lose it while you learn. But once you figure it out, you'll be like, wow, how did I miss this?
Exactly.
So anyhow, that's just the news, but it makes everything look good top down. I don't see a lack of buyers anywhere right now, in the sense of fiat or crypto. So I feel good about all of that. I just try to figure out, poke sticks in people's eyes and try to figure out why it could go down. And I'm just not seeing it right now. I'm seeing rather kind of feeling the opposite, that this could be like a really massive parabolic move coming sometime in the next couple of months. I don't know when, but I just feel that way. So what do we got here?
Be quiet, Joe. Be quiet.
Sorry.
I'm gonna jinx it. What we got is Dex Guru won't load, so I can't fucking load a chart. So I don't know. I'm trying to see how much money I made today, but I can't. So it is what it is. I'll check the bank later. So we got
the Phantom guy comes on in 5 minutes. Is that right?
Simone is going to be here from the Phantom Foundation. The chief marketing officer will be here in approximately 5 minutes. Great guy. I just posted our episode with him, which was actually recorded in 2 parts because of another technical difficulty. So it's actually a pretty long one, but really cool insights into Phantom, how it started. Andre Cronje's role in it. He's a critical, huge part. He wrote the consensus mechanism, their developer fund, how they're recruiting projects, their amazing community that is really hardcore and really smart. Some of the projects he likes, we're going to pin him down on some of those today, talk about it, right. And, all that good stuff. So let's see. I'm loading up some of your links here, buddy. I got here's the current list of Bitcoin and crypto ETF filings. Oh, everybody wants an ETF, huh? Yeah.
The only interesting thing there I saw was that there's a spot ETF decision, I think BTC on the 14th of this month. It's one of the main players. I don't know if it's Valkyrie or it's one of the, I can't, I got that on the smaller monitor, so I can't see it right now, but that's what I found it just to see the queue that's coming. Trying to get that thread open so I can just start syncing with you on this info. Where are you? Here you are. So basically, where are we? Poker Bridge. That's old. All right. I think we talked all about the Discord integrating with MetaMask. Yeah, this is all yesterday. Brave browser and Solana. Zimbabwe.
I've got a bunch of these up. Let's see. Okay. I got Poker Bridge Launchpad, IGO multi-chain platform. Integrates with Harmony.
Yep. That's supposed to list on KuCoin next week. I don't. Where are we on that? I might be a little further down than you on this stream right now.
Okay.
So that's something, I'm all about PBR too. So Poker Bridge.
Yep.
So I'm just saying that could be a good entry point. I also saw that the Zimbabwe government is looking to follow El Salvador's lead, it looks, or at least legalize.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. The main thing I was starting at was that the new Yoda.xyz is a defined product, and they just introduced the prediction market. Yeah, this is defined.
Oh, shit. I wish I'd seen this before I got it. Oh, you know what? I think I've seen this in their interface, but I didn't ask him about it. We talked about some interesting topics, like if Olympus DAO model is the model for the future for liquidity, what happens to exchanges like DeFi and that kind of stuff. But we didn't get into Yoda. But I think Yoda's in their interface, isn't it?
Yeah, you can find, if you go Yoda XYZ, it's all about that prediction market, I believe, that they have. But you can, I'm not that familiar with it.
So did they move it off to their own brand, maybe?
I think you find it on the Define tab. If you look at...
Yeah, I've seen it there. I've seen predictions there, but I played with that once. Here we go.
I'm trying to get my Define sheet up.
Yeah, so this is the one. This is, I don't know if this is Yoda, but this is their prediction market stuff. If it'll load. Holy crap, I'm about to kill AT&T today. And I played this a little bit just for fun. And it's actually fun to play. I mean, it's really could be addicting. I could see how you can get addicted to it. So essentially, you're picking markets by candle size to bet on. So you can bet on a 5-minute candle, 15-minit candle, or 60-minute candle. And you bet on, basically where the price is going to be at the end of that candle, right? So is it going to be up or is it going to be down?
Yeah.
And you put your money in, you bet it, and then you just wait until it ends, until this bar gets across. You got 10 minutes left of the 15-minute candle for this one. And you just dive in, right? So here's the next one. You could pick bull, you could pick bear, and you bet your money, and it goes. Now, is this Yoda?
No. I don't know.
There's no way. Oh, here we go. Yoda XYZ.
Oh, I haven't dug into it, but I just put that up because they're doing an ambassador program.
Okay.
Yeah. Or
they pay you money. They pay you tokens.
They have DFYN. Oh. DFYN Fusion is in there, and
are you sure this is DFYN?
Multiple tokens into one. Yeah, they're talking about ambassador programs with the DFYN logo on it.
Oh, you're right. No, that's the Polygon logo.
Or maybe it's
making DeFi great again.
Program.
Yeah, look at that.
On. Yeah. So, they're just doing a lot of good innovation.
Oh, major tokenomics changes. Damn, I wish I'd seen some of this before my interview. DeFi is announcing tokenomics changes.
I think they're burning in a day or two, or maybe that's Polka Bridge, but they're changing something there. I haven't dug in deep.
Okay. We have
their partnerships for router, and the big thing is the router. Here
we have Simone in the green room.
Hey, all right,
Shall we bring him into the degenerate room, out of the green room?
Hello,
Simone.
Hey guys, good to see you.
Hey, good to see you, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Look at that mean rowing machine back there. Are you on that every day?
Yes, not every day, but yeah, every now and then.
Impressive, physically and mentally fit, because it's hard to maintain mental fitness here in crypto, right?
Absolutely, yes. Not easy, not easy.
Simone, meet Joe Cawley, my partner here at DeFi Lunch. Simone Pomposi is the Chief Marketing Officer of the Phantom Foundation. Doing the job that nobody else wants to do.
Nice to meet you, Simone.
We talked about
marketing's usually the most fun, anyhow.
Yeah, no, we talked about in our first interview that went live today. We talked about the short lifespan of a chief marketing officer in corporate America, at least, or in corporate world, is about 18 months. The average CMO job span is about that long. Thankfully, he's been on that you've been on that project now for 3 years, working with them, at least in the community.
Well, yes. Yeah. I mean, officially, I've been with Phantom since, 2 years now, almost 2 years. And yeah, within the community since more than 3 years.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we talked about that, and why don't you? We've been talking about Phantom quite a bit lately because we're aping in on a number of projects, Reaper and Grim, and some other stuff in your world. But why don't you quickly kind of give us an intro and give us tell people what Phantom is?
For sure. So Phantom is an EVM compatible layer one that is built on an amazing consensus mechanism called the Lachesis that allows people to make transactions spending just a very, very low fee, going from a fraction of a cent to a few cents, depending on the smart contract interaction. And those transactions are almost immediate. So it takes around 1 second for the transaction to confirm. So the user experience overall on Phantom, it's a huge step forward compared to Ethereum and also other networks. That's pretty much it. And we've seen a huge growth of the Phantom ecosystem in the past few months. I think we're around 6 billion TVL on Phantom right now, more than 100 apps and protocols deployed on Phantom. We have around 70,000 daily active users. We have 700,000 transactions per day. So it's exciting stuff.
What did you say the TVL is?
Around 6 billion, if I'm not mistaken.
That's insane, man.
I mean,
if you went back a year, I mean, it's like it's incredible what's happened in a year.
Yeah.
Hey, Simone, tell us a little bit about how Phantom got started. I mean, I'm with you. I love the speed. I mean, I mainly on Poly, but moved over to Phantom, and I love the bridging on Spooky Swap and some other ones. Just how cheap and fast and easy it is. And I actually bridged from there for, playing some of those like Omi type games over on Avalanche. But what I noticed is that Avalanche is expensive, not ETH level expensive. And, I mean, $5 a transaction. But when you're doing like pennies on Phantom and pennies on Polygon, I kind of saw that as a good thing for Phantom, just how fast it is and cheap. And the content is great. I mean, I like it. I've been in there for a bit, but tell me a little bit about how you guys all got started.
Yeah, so Phantom started in 2018 with an ICO, and the team raised around $40 million back then. Then there was a little bit of sort of change within the team, and with Andre coming over, bringing new team members. And fast forward, so there's been 2018, 2019 have been years of building the product, building the infrastructure, building the mostly the consensus mechanism. There was really the sort of the engine that powers Phantom. And then Phantom mainnet went live on December 27, 2019, so almost 2 years ago. And then it's been a ride since then. With finally this year, since a few months ago, we've seen a surge in everything, right? Surge in activity, surge in developers coming, and all that.
Well, and it's been interesting though, because the community has always been really strong. I told you the story of I was in this investment, it was bleeding out. I didn't know what this FTM token was. And one of the gut checks I do want to invest on a trade like that on a centralized exchange is I go check the community out. And the community was what convinced me to really stay in that trade, because I was so impressed with how intelligent and committed the group seemed to be. So, and obviously that gets harder to manage because you guys have gone from, a few thousand to like probably over 100,000 at this point, people in the community. But I still think you guys have kind of maintained a sense of encouragement and enthusiasm there. And that's a difficult thing to do, but it comes across as very positive. It comes across in the apps that are being built. That there's just this real focus on that.
Yeah, that's actually quite unique to Phantom. So the Phantom community, we've seen it also in person in Abu Dhabi. So 2 weeks ago, we had the first Phantom Developer Conference in Abu Dhabi.
Nice. How'd that go?
It was amazing. So around 200, 250 people attended the conference.
Nice.
But that sort of that behavior that you mentioned, that we can see online, with within the community, within the dApps, actually came through in person as well. So we've seen how the Phantom community and the Phantom developer community is really different. They're very passionate. They're really willing to help each other out, no matter if they're also part of, for example, sort of competing protocols. And it doesn't really matter as long as it's for the good of the network itself.
Yeah.
So I'm not too familiar with other communities, or at least not as familiar as I am with Phantom community, but I have to say I haven't seen it anywhere else.
That's great. That's great. And I mean, you guys have had some big projects come in to Phantom that I think is kind of helping to drive other developers and projects into it, right? Because the big ones help drive the TVL, and then people say, "Oh, wow, this is legit. There's a lot happening here." And you guys started a developer fund. Can you kind of give us a little bit more about how that works and how applications can get on board and be a part of the Phantom ecosystem?
Yeah, for sure. So I would say it's been kind of gradual. We didn't have any big names besides Curve at the beginning. Curve was actually one of the Curve and Sushi were among the first ones to deploy on Phantom. Sushi didn't have much attention and success because there were no rewards. That's why Spooky Swap and Spirit actually filled that gap very well and became market leaders within Phantom. But anyway, fast forward, absolutely. And I mean, I'm biased, but I think that both of them, and especially Spooky Swap, Spooky Swap is, in my opinion, the best DEX, bar none, across all the networks.
All of DeFi.
All of DeFi. Try them all. Go to Spooky Swap, try it out, and see how it is, and that's how it should be. And so,
I love it. I love it.
And I know, I've been very open also to the Spirit Swap guys. They're amazing, and they're doing, major UX improvements so that, it will be closer or, match or even outperform Spooky Swap in terms of user experience. Now, to get to your point, 2 months ago, we announced the biggest, I think it's probably still the biggest or around there, incentive program that is a 370 million fund that DeFi teams, DeFi protocols can apply to and receive rewards. Now it's worth around, or maybe probably more than $1 billion.
Wow,
so it's quite big.
Wow.
Yes, nice. And we've been distributing these rewards since 2 months already. So
wow.
All the protocols listed here in the page that you have up, probably most of them they're receiving rewards. So Spooky, Spirit, Curve, Beethoven X will receive rewards after the cliff period, Zoo and a bunch of others. So this has been actually extremely successful because for the first time we're not directly rewarding the end users. So it's not, these funds are not just destined to liquidity mining, for example, like on other networks, but we give them to the builders, and then it's up to the builders to decide what to do with them. And some of them, for example, Curve is using them 100% for liquidity mining, for incentives on the platform. Others are doing a mix, maybe using for operating costs and liquidity mining and so on.
Well, I think that's a boost to any of them. And this is performance-based, right? It's not like an upfront grant. It's come in, and then is it based on TVL, or how does it, what's the formula?
Correct. For DeFi protocols, it's based on TVL. So we're making some adjustments, but for now, we have 4 tiers. So the minimum tier is 5 million TVL. So as long as you reach and maintain that minimum 5 million TVL, you receive rewards. So it's very programmatic. There's no decision making on our end as long as those requirements are met.
That's great. That's awesome. And then, is there any system for? Are there grants from the protocol or other projects within the system for people that are actually new, that are starting something that can't bring TVL over? Or is it really focused on, hey, let's get these protocols in here, and then when they perform and really drive the marketing, they get the rewards?
Yeah, at this stage, it's mostly that. We do also have a developer grant program, but usually it's very, very small ticket, and it's mostly as a token of appreciation anyway. So not enough to bootstrap a project.
Well, yeah, and look, I think performance-based and $5 million sounds like a lot of money to most people, but in this space, if you're doing a pretty good job, you should be able to get there.
Absolutely, and the rewards are quite generous. So for $5 million TVL, you get 1 million FTM a year. So its current price is almost $3 million per year.
That's hot.
Yeah, vested over 12 months. So divided by 12, how much? It's like $200 and something per month. It's $1,000 per month. It's not bad.
Joe, can you start forking something, dude? Get us something over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna fork givememoney.com. Sure. Hey, Simone, here it comes inbound. No, I'm just looking at the tokenomics on CoinGecko, and I noticed that you guys have like a total supply of about 3.175 and about 2.5 circulating. Yep. Is the balance mostly the developer money? Like we're just talking about the incentives that
no, absolutely not.
3.1 and 2.5.
No.
Okay.
So
that's just in reserve.
The missing supply from the circulating supply, it's for staking rewards.
Got it. Okay.
So it's still to come.
So it's still to come. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's fine. No.
Yeah. And it should. I think staking rewards should last at least another couple of years, 2-3 years at this rate. Of course, that can be changed through on-chain governance. So it's really up to the community what they want to do with them. No, the incentive rewards come from the foundation treasury. So I would say that probably after we distribute all the rewards, the foundation will hold almost no FTM, which also helps with distribution a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
One follow-up real quick, Brad. So for the listeners, I always talk about market cap over TVL. And so I'm looking at the layer one chains, and, we got Phantom there at number 7 with 5.89B, but it's got a market cap TVL ratio of only 1.23. So if you look at like Binance and Solana, they're like almost 5. Terra's 2.2, Avalanche 1.9. Yeah. So I think Phantom's got a lot of room to move here. It looks to me like there's, 3 to 4x at least in there, just if you equivocate the comparables on this. So, I think you guys are in great shape, adding protocols, moving up the chain. The only reason Tron is in 6 is because, Justin pulled 4.5B out of Aave and put it in Tron. So that's the only reason that they got a 6.72B TVL now. 4.5 of it is Justin's. So
there you go.
And Justin did have something on Phantom as well on Geist. So I believe the same thing.
Oh, he's the one who tanked Geist. Okay. Geist off on me.
Joe is a heavy Geist user.
Well, it's amazing. Geist is really, it's nice.
I think about 25% of Joe's day is refreshing Geist. So
yeah. I'm still up, I tell the users or the listeners, I'm sorry, that, even if you're like getting in at a higher price at the beginning, the rewards are just so much, and a little bit of DCAing, and, when the whales are selling, somebody who's done 1,000x, let's say, you can't begrudge him for selling some, and you come in then. So, and it's like an Aave type looking platform of sorts. And then they did another one over on Avalanche, and what's Blizzard. Yeah. So Geist was the proving ground. They got a lot of cool new stuff in there. So, I see tons of innovation on your guys, your platform on top of that.
Yeah.
Despite, Justin.
So Simone, I've loaded up one of your favorite projects. Yes. I believe. Is it still one of your favorites?
Absolutely. I love Reaper. Yes.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Do you interact with the teams on these projects quite a bit as well?
Absolutely, yes.
That's cool.
Especially them. I mean, all of them. But So Reaper was built by Justin Bibas and his team, and they've been long-time community members.
Cool, very cool. Did they also is Grim one of their projects as well?
No, Grim is a competitor of Reaper, but yeah, it's a very similar product.
Yeah, I got that impression, but for some reason we made a connection the other day somehow from Grim to Reaper, but I guess not. And what else? When you have time, do you like in the protocol? I know you don't like to play favorites, and you probably shouldn't, but I do like to get a little bit of your insights because you're in it more than I am.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm looking at DeFi Llama now, and I will go down the list and pick
sort
of what I really like. And again, without picking favorites, because I really like pretty much all that is happening on Phantom at the moment. So we already talked about Geist. We already talked about Spooky. Spooky, as I said, it really goes even beyond the Phantom ecosystem. It's just a wonderful product.
Yep.
Curve, of course, that's the OG of DeFi. Absolutely love Curve. Then I would say, of course, Scream. It's a compound V2 fork on Phantom. Very, very nice. And actually also Liquid Driver. Special mention to Liquid Driver.
Oh, tell me about Liquid Driver.
So Liquid Driver, 1 second. I have someone on the door.
No problem.
This always happens to me. 1 second.
So, Joe, I was wrong about the Grim to Reaper connection. He's awesome, man. We could have talked for 4 hours the last time we talked.
Dude, I'm on the Reaper page right now at CoinGecko, and the website is app.grim.finance. So,
yeah, but I saw today that there's another project called. I don't know. I'm confused. Anyway.
It just says here, it must be another Reaper because it's saying Grim Finance or token or whatever.
Yeah, I saw another Reaper launching on Phantom. I was confused anyway. So Liquid Driver.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Well, it's I have to admit, no. I have to admit that I've used Liquid Driver at the beginning, and it was great because they really helped bootstrapping liquidity on Sushi at the beginning, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
So there was the really cool thing that they did because Sushi didn't have any incentives, as I was saying earlier, but Liquid Driver helped them out. So, and, so it's basically just, vaults and you yield with those vaults.
It's very cool. I have to ask, why would Sushi launch on Phantom and not offer rewards? I mean, I know you probably don't know the answer, but it's just astounding to me.
It was the early days, and again, there was no, almost no activity on Phantom, and not just on Phantom, on all the other layer 1 and layer 2 networks back then. So I guess maybe they didn't think it was, something that was worth it. I'm not sure. There were some talks actually more recently about bringing rewards, but it hasn't happened yet. So, and now I think it's too late.
Yeah.
Liquidity and Spooky are way ahead. So.
Yeah, they've got the market share. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And it's really cool that Liquid Containers, kind of stepped up anyway, which is nice. That's great. Yep. I mean, Liquid Driver. Anything else you like that's coming out? Any new projects you think are going to be cool that you've had a chance to take a look at?
I'm thinking about some GameFi projects that are coming to Phantom.
Yeah, I knew you said last time we talked that was going to be a big focus. What's happening on that front?
So, GameFi, it's a little bit more moves at a slower pace compared to DeFi because, they have to build games and not just,
it's a big work, big job.
Exactly. But we're already in contact with a couple of them. And I'm very excited to see what's happening in that front. It's going to take a few months. It's
sure.
They're a few months out, but, what I've seen, it's super exciting. And of course, Phantom is really ideal for GameFi because it's fast and cheap, and users don't have to wait for transactions to clear. It's almost instant. So yeah, I'm very excited about that.
It's such a smooth experience. I every time I use it, I still go, oh, that's so nice. It's just like this thing goes, it happens, and the response time is just there. And it's what we're used to on every kind of application we use, except for crypto, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes, that one, that Amazon experience, I like to call it. You just click and it's done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what you've jumped into this CMO role, and that's only been like a month, right? Maybe 2 months?
Officially, yes, a couple of months, yes. A month or two, I don't remember.
You were already doing the work, you just didn't have the title?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I really don't care about titles.
Sure.
I could be like really any title that you want to call me. It's really not about that. It's mostly about output and what you can do, and then you can be really anyone, especially in crypto, right? We don't really need any sort of special schools or anything like that, as long as you can perform well and produce. Correct.
Yeah. Do you guys have like a team? Is it mainly community members that are deploying marketing strategies for you? How do you guys operate that?
No, we have a small marketing team at Phantom, and we do some cool initiatives, of course, social media. We're doing something that we've seen that is working very well. Is we're doing a weekly article on our blog that is the Phantom Ecosystem Spotlight.
Nice.
And once a week we feature one of the dApps on Phantom, and people love it because you get to see a little bit the background, the history about a specific protocol.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Are you guys, is Phantom hiring right now?
Yes, we're hiring mostly blockchain core developers. So if you're a blockchain core developer,
shocker.
Yes. Otherwise, we're pretty much set.
The whole world is hiring blockchain core developers right now.
I know, but
it's brutal. Well, look, I mean, I think you guys have an edge though, right? You're kind of up and coming. It's exciting. Things are piling in. It gives a developer an opportunity to be in more of a core team role than they necessarily might be on another project where there's already 40 people or 100 people on the team. It's an opportunity to kind of be at the front. So I think that would make a lot of sense for people to jump in.
For sure.
We talked about my shock at Andre Croney's role in this project. I had zero clue, right? But he's actually core part of the team, developing the consensus mechanism and everything else, and day to day kind of working on this because he's let Yearn kind of run. So is he still what's coming next for Phantom, and what kind of things do these guys have to work on a daily basis?
That's a really good question. So I would suggest also taking a look at the panel that we did at the developer conference 2 weeks ago.
Are those up on your YouTube channel or something?
Those are not on ours, but they're on the Phantom Developer Conference website.
Awesome.
And so there's the panel with me, Andre, Michael Kong, Sam, and I believe that's it. And was moderated by Eriye. And it's a very, very interesting panel. You see actually what you can understand and learn what Andre is working on and what we're focused on. I would say that next steps for Phantom are going to be, it's mostly one. I mean, besides, of course, improving the consensus.
Sure.
But it's going to be building and eventually deploying the Phantom virtual machine. So Phantom is very, like all the other EVM compatible networks, is very limited by the EVM, right? The EVM is not efficient. So it works. We had to adapt, not adapt, but sort of work around the limitations of the Ethereum virtual machine. But we're working on the Phantom virtual machine. Phantom virtual machine will be fully compatible with Solidity and Viper, so it's going to be easy for developers to deploy their usual dApps, but it will overcome those limitations of the EVM. So once the FVM is live, and that should happen at some point in 2022 or 2023. So Andre said 2022. I'd like to be a little bit more conservative and say 2023.
It's usually the other way around. The marketing guy
right.
is supposed to drive the sooner date, and the developer is supposed to say no fucking way.
I know, but let's do it the other way. And we should really see, Phantom right now. It's really, I would say there's at least another 10x in terms of performance that we're not seeing because of the EVM.
So the EVM is it not only improving performance, but also, I mean, is it improving performance because of the way that applications interact with it? And is it also going to expose more capabilities for developers to develop specifically to this EVM, right?
To the FVM.
Sorry.
Phantom virtual machine instead of Ethereum virtual machine. Just because, the EVM works, but it's outdated. It was built, in 2015, whenever that was. And I'm not a tech guy, but talking to Kong and Andre, there were a few sort of arbitrary decisions that were made when building the EVM that were completely fine back then, but now they're actually big barriers, and they can't be changed unless they actually sort of overhaul the EVM. Right. So for us at this point, it's better and easier to do our own virtual machine and really craft it around the possibility of the network.
So that becomes an interesting thing from a developer perspective, right? Because now you have all this extra power and capabilities that you're going to get with the FVM, but you've made it, you originally developed for the Ethereum virtual machine. Have you had I mean, I guess what I'm getting at is that at that point, if a developer says, yes, I want to leverage all this capability in the FVM, that's not something now that they can deploy elsewhere, right? This is now a phantom bet, which is, I actually kind of like, because I think it makes people say to themselves, well, I can get more power, right? But
actually, not really. So the FVM will be fully compatible with the EVM. It will just be better.
Okay. So you just get the performance, but you're still writing the same code.
Correct. And that's the beauty of it. Yes. So it's not another Solana and Rust, right? It's going to be...
Got it. Yeah. So you're not locked in to the ecosystem.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Oh, very attractive. Yeah. That's sexy.
That's good. It's going to be EVM on steroids. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. There's the marketing guy coming out.
That's awesome.
Simone, when you say that, the first thing I think about is NFTs. With the extra power and things like that, with the new types, the NFTs that have code in them and contracts, and not collectible types, but the others that have assets built into them and things. What are you guys talking high level about NFTs at Phantom? Just out of curiosity.
Well, we're very excited about NFTs, of course, for, part for the reasons that you said, of course. We're just at the beginning of the exploration of the NFTs. Mm-hmm. And once again, Phantom is the ideal platform for NFTs. We recently had Pierre Gasly, a Formula One driver, dropping his NFTs on Phantom. It was a huge success. So big that actually we had other Formula One drivers contacting us that they would like to do something similar. And just because, again, the experience is so smooth and so similar to what people are used to in the Web 2, right? So there's no waiting times. You just click and it's confirmed pretty much. The delay that you see is just because MetaMask, it's not as fast to sync with the network. But, it's so, once again, almost instant finality and very low transaction cost. And that's what you need for mass adoption for NFTs, because nobody can really afford, $200 to mint an NFT on Ethereum.
Yes,
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Hey, Brad, what I was thinking was the Doki Doki guys.
And, that's actually on the horizon for them. So Phantom is one of the platforms that Doki Doki wants to come to. So and lap up some of that luscious developer money for the TVL. So they're gonna come over. But I'm
guys, I have like 1 minute.
Awesome. Okay, so Simone, thank you so much for coming on, man. I appreciate it. Taking a break out of your day. Everybody that wants more details on Simone, on the project, on the team, on what they're building, where they're going, where they've been. Listen to the podcast episode 27 that I put out today. Thank you so much for your time, man. Thank you for giving it to this and to the podcast. And we'll circle back in a few months and get you back on to talk more.
Thank you, guys. Let's do it again.
Hey.
As you know, Brad, I love talking to you all the time. We can just go on forever. And
Yeah.
Joe, likewise, I see that we can just keep going. So I love it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Anyway,
Thanks, man. Have a
Thank
great
you very
day.
much. Thank you. You too.
nice to
Take
meet
care,
you.
guys.
All right, cheers.
Nice
buddy.
to meet you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Cool.
super great
Good guy.
I liked him, man. Very cool.
Yeah. He's like I said, he and I could have talked for hours. Well, we did in the interview. So
Well, see, I
anyway.
thought I was the only one you talked to for hours.
no, man, I got
Now
too
I
many
know
of you in my life.
everybody. Got it.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I know.
Because I can talk forever, and so it's like the ideas start flowing, and the next thing I know, I'm not doing anything I need to actually do. So, great guy. I'm really excited about Phantom, man. I get more excited every time I talk to him. I get more excited the more I use it, and I love that they're putting forth this kind of high performance virtual machine specific to them, but allows developers still to use the same code and deploy elsewhere, which it's just fantastic. It's just brilliant.
Yeah, no, I think, I've been in this since I think 60 cents or something like that. And I don't even remember why I got in it or I think I was looking at layer one chains. That's right. And so I decided to put on this. And then, of course, they had all the yield farming and the low cost and all of that. So, I think this is the winner, and they got 6B in TVL. They've got an extraordinarily low market cap to TVL ratio. I think this is a keeper. I'm in about, I don't remember how many. I have like thousands. I don't remember exactly how much, but it's long haul. It's like I put that in the category I try not to sell. It's like Matic to me.
Yeah, just sit on it.
I don't know how high it goes, but look at the other ones. Solana and the other ones are all trading at like 5 times TVL. Yeah, and these guys are like at 0.05 times TVL. So just from a comp standpoint, it's like if you're on, for those who might not know what that means, it's like if you're sitting on your street, you're looking at all the houses, and the house next door sells for $1 million. Your house is probably pretty close to being worth that. So,
right.
Everything given being equal, and so the market equivocates and pulls those ratios up to the peers. So. Because there's people much smarter than us sitting around analyzing this stuff all day with supercomputers and algos and all this stuff, picking these opportunities.
Yeah,
and this is one of the things I'm sure they're looking at, because that's what you look at in every other space.
Should we talk about the really disappointing APY drop here at Snowbank?
What is it down to? Like 70 trillion?
2.4 billion.
Friggin' losers. Just kidding. Look, what are we over on Avalanche now? Sorry. No, this has made it so easy for me. I've reversed my order now. I go Avalanche, Phantom, Polygon, Ethereum when I'm going through all this stuff. Yeah. Because I pull up all the Avalanche stuff. I don't have to do anything. I just look at it. There's no,
it's just sitting
there.
Yeah.
No need to do any claiming or zapping or splitting or adding or pooling. You just look at it. So I can get through there in 5 seconds.
I'm curious whether
today.
I'm curious whether the Scare USDs. It's dropped down to 409 billion APY.
But they're moving up the list on the Phantom DApps list. They're like 20th now. I think I just saw from the DeFi Llama. If you go to Chains and go to Phantom and click that, you'll see everything on there and what TVL they have. But on Avalanche, I'm just still sitting in Blizzard, Snowbank, in Wonderland, and they keep,
how's Blizz doing?
$1.75 price.
Nice.
I think there was an airdrop dump, of course.
Sure.
When they dumped all the Blizzard in for the Geist people, they're of course selling it.
Right.
But look at. Okay, we got a Snowbank $3,800 price. It was at like 5 2 days ago, then 3 yesterday. Now it's back up to 38.
I was happy to see that. Yep.
Yeah, 230 million market cap, APY of, would you say 2 billion? 2 billion%? Yeah.
2.4 billion.
Yeah, TVL of 73 million-ish. So, 1.24 is the index. Which is sort of like the multiple from day zero, which is, I guess, 1. So I'm happy there. Wonderland time. I'm happy there.
What's up with DeFiville? You sent me this link earlier.
I see a lot of chat about that in other channels. I think it's a metaverse, but it's
experimental metaverse.
Yeah,
for developers, musicians. Interesting.
Yeah, it was coming up in one of my other channels a lot from people that are big into Ohm, and they're Doki guys too, and a few other things. So,
oh shit!
I was just gonna start. I saw it come up in this. What? What?
This might be one of my missed opportunities in life.
But you,
I think the guys that built this DM'd me like 4 months ago to ask for some help. I gave them a little bit of advice, but I didn't dive head first. But this looks, I think this is it. I actually think my podcast runs on this metaverse.
Well, just flash up that show wallet for everybody.
I think this is one of those missed shots, dude. That's really interesting.
Message them back, get them on the show.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody likes publicity. That'll reconnect you with them.
Yeah.
And then ask where was your allocation, man?
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure that's what this shit is. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I just funnel stuff in here because I think it's something we could talk about. But like there's a Razor pools up on, I don't know what Razor is yet, but on Define, the router mainnet launch, more collaborations. This was the thing about there's that thing on Define now where you can buy like any token with like 5 to 10 other tokens. So you can just, if you want to clean out small wallets, you can do it all at once in one shot. It's only got like
what's this on?
This is on Define.
Okay.
But it's basically got like a slippage is like 0.5%. So I mean, half of 1%, not 50%.
Right.
So you could take those 8 wallets with like shards in it that you don't really give a shit about anymore, and you can just load them all up and clean it out. Look at the top the columns. The column to the right on the top bar. That looks like Phantom to me. That's Phantom.
Yeah, I got to come out of Phantom here.
Yeah. That was right above the DeFiville thing or Isla. And I don't remember why I started going after this because it was an Isla somewhere else. Oh, what's that New Zealand gaming company that's like the multiplayer, World of Warcraft kind of thing?
Fortnite? No,
it's small. It's a early stage one.
I don't know. So this is the thing you're talking about? I told you about it?
Yeah, that's the one right there. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, DeFi Fusion. That's cool.
So you put the stuff in top you don't want, and then you put the token in the bottom you do want. I don't know if it'll do anything other than DeFi YN. I'm not sure, but
you can pick any token you want.
So look, that's almost like a nuke button.
That's
if
awesome.
if you're nervous, you load all this shit up in here and you take it to a stable, or you take it to ETH,
awesome.
BTC, or take it to something.
Be cool if they made it so you could save Be cool if they made it so you could save a configuration and create your own button, right? And just wait for it. Bam.
You just should have told them that today.
I should have. I wasn't thinking about it.
Just fucking with you. And then I saw something else. What was it? There was something about I can't tell if it's a 0.2 ohm. I don't know if you're doing anything. I think it's Z20 or whatever. A lot of people talk about this in the Omi channels. Have you ever heard of Z20? I think Z20. I've been calling it, but it's probably an O. It's 0.2 ohm, 0 TWO-HM. So there's like a staking pool for Dino Girl.
Z2 ohm.
No, No, the token will be Z2O, I believe. But the name of it is Zebra Echo Randy Oscar Tango Whiskey Oscar helicopter
02 ohm. Okay, 0 TW
machine.
ohm.
Mary. Yeah.
What is it now?
It's another Omi fork, but they're putting on a lot of the original Omis are in this, and they're just talking about there's like an NFT, I think, staked here.
Wait, the original, there's a bunch of original Omis that are in this project?
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
So
what's up with that? Oh, if you don't belong, just build a place where you do. There must have been
one out.
There must have been some conflict amongst the Omis.
Yeah.
If you don't belong, build a place where you do. Well, 445,000%. What chain am I on here?
I don't know.
Here, let's see what it tells me.
Arbitrum?
Oh, maybe. This will be my first Arbitrum connection. Nope, wrong network. What the frick? Arby's Finance. It says by Arby's Finance. I'm assuming that's Arbitrum. Oh, yeah, it is Arbitrum. I say Arbitrum. You say Arbitrum. All right.
Yeah, so I think of arbitrage. I just try to throw that funky R in there.
All right. So I added it to my wallet. Arbitrum. I don't need that. All right. Wow. All right.
It's Arbitrum's a layer 2, I believe, that operates next to like Polygon and the other ones. But it doesn't have a token. So there's speculation. Maybe there's a token coming. There's a lot of, everybody in their Telegram channels like one token, and they won't say anything. So you might want to go in there on Arbitrum and do a transaction or two just in case there is a token for everybody. Just, to cover yourself so you get on that whitelist if there is one. But I just thought it was intriguing because of the 400,000% APY, and it looks like NFTs. And then we talked about ENS being listed on Binance. And then the other thing I thought was interesting was that, Bitcoin now market cap is bigger than the Swiss franc. So it's compared to, it's in Bitcoin's right behind the Brazilian real and in between the.
We're going to buy Switzerland. Look at that, $80, doubled the money.
Hell yeah. Now, the other big news, I don't know if you saw did you see the Beeple sale on Christie's Live?
No, I did not. What did he make?
Hammer price, $25 million.
That guy just is printing fucking money. It's ridiculous. I mean, he's a nice guy, but.
Yeah, it's on that feed I sent you, the DeFi lunch topics. It's down below Bitcoin, below Dino Girl, like 3 or 4 down.
I think I loaded all the links you sent.
Okay.
But I don't know. Dino Girl found staking at 400,000% APY. That's cute.
Yeah.
I guess I don't have it. I thought I did. But here it is. Bitcoin market cap. Beeple. Here it is. 25 million. The hell, man.
Yeah. So, on our friends at unic.ly on layer 1, they got a fractionalized Beeple portfolio in there. I think the ticker is UBeeple, but the platform is unic.ly. So, everybody take a look at that one. It's on layer 1, unfortunately, so it's friggin' super expensive to do anything. But you can see what's going on there with fractional. Udoki's on there too, actually. So you can see what these fractionalized, Aave, Gotchi's in there, masks, hash masks, all of the kind of bigger ones. I think Jordan's in there too. Michael MJ has got there's a bunch of Jordan NFT portfolio stuff in there. I haven't really looked at it. I don't know if it's just shoes or if it's, picks from playing or what, but, it just shows that the space is going. And then the other stuff was all about main nets, Polka bridges, Launchpad successfully integrates Harmony, router protocols, putting out stuff that they're getting ready to launch that main net, which it's been delayed for a while. So the fact that they're saying it now means that it is
ready.
Imminent.
Yeah.
And that's probably why everything's moving, router and define. But the only other thing I had down, I had some charts, but this was liquidity shit. We don't really need to do that. I think that's all the stuff I kind of tossed your way, for talking at this point. But,
shit's just blowing up, Joe.
Yeah, we got to get something, we got to think of something for Phantom with the NFTs because, it's cheap, it's fast, and it's not NFT saturated right now. And to me, I don't know if that's Doki Doki. You said they're already talking or because doing.
Well, no, he's just looking at it because it's EVM compatible.
Yeah. So, but that fair launch NFT concept, the gachapon machines, I thought would be, pretty interesting if you could get that as a main feature on all the NFT dApps for Phantom.
Yeah.
Something like that. Just so many things to do over there. But, me, I want to, that real estate NFT project and work or starting to work. Well, really just digging in.
Sure.
But, we're talking about stuff like, fractionalized and solely owned. And, I think the guy's already hiring artists. I was just thinking of some like tombstone looking NFT that would be like, it's worth this. But he's, got top tier NFT artists designing NFTs for this development because, basically trying to hedge whether the NFT goes up in value faster than the real estate or the real estate does.
Right.
So it's going to be an interesting case study to see how it turns out.
That is interesting.
But that's something that would fit on Phantom as well. So,
I love it.
I'll tell everybody more about this once I have it all vetted and locked down, because I know that they're going to be looking for, how do I put it the right way? Contributors, to the opportunity. So
absolutely,
it looks very promising. But anything else right now? I see it's 1:00, 1:02. Don't want to hold everybody over.
Let's roll.
Let me just do a couple of pools, just real fast.
Sure. Why don't you share it?
Okay. Well, let me just kill this piece off for a second.
Hey, everybody, go ahead and make your donations to our wallet address so Joe can buy a new camera and a microphone. I'm going to send the money to his daughter so she can buy it.
Trying to do it for me. Yeah, no, I'm going to have to get her on it probably.
I already sent you the links, dude. Just go to.
I know, but you know how hard it is to scroll up a Telegram channel to find shit. It's just insane.
Okay,
it's insanely difficult. You got to get it to the top of my inbox, man. You know how it is. It's buried in like no time. All right, here we go. I just want to get Matic up, because I saw something on. Let's just open all this shit. That looked pretty interesting. I saw Klima was like back down to around 1,800, 2,000. This could take a while because I got everything running right now.
You're not. Oh, I have to add it. Sorry.
Oh, it's not showing? Okay.
Now it's there.
All right. I'm getting white screen as my. All right. We'll start with the. Come on, baby, load. Slow. I've got so much filled up.
You're breaking up.
See. Yeah, I was trying to see if this will help. All right. Here we go. Almost there. There was one pool I saw that I liked. Okay, remember Matrix is rolling over in a day. 21 hours. So be ready because those are going to pop. So stay on top of that. That's 10 days. Most of this stuff is 28 days out. This is all the new stuff right here that just rolled over. So look, I don't know what Gaj is, but here's 794. These are always here. I just have never researched them. Elay, Firm, Gaj. Here's the Razor ETH one at 285. Cirrus, I've heard good things about it. Here's Matrix ETH right now for 800%. And Matrix DF, what am I in? I got two going at the same time. That's interesting. No, I was trying to see why there was two Matrix DFYN pools going. But, again, down here, you look, there's a stuff that's getting ready to expire in a couple of days on these common ones. So just pay attention. and you'll find some opportunity there. And what we were talking about earlier was this, Brad showed you this fusion product. So, you could just stack up tokens and turn to one. So pay attention to that. And then, of course, if you just stake DFYN, which is where I have a lot of stuff now, or some stuff, you're getting 53% there. So look at those on QuickSwap. I don't know why this isn't. Okay, here we go. Well, see, they're reloading today, so I can't see the percentages. Oh, here we go. All right. So look at all these that are over, what is that, $1 trillion or something? I don't know. What looks good here of all of these? I don't know any of these. Well, there's our old Poly Doge buddies.
There's your Poly Doge.
Of course, I've got 20 cents of it. I know. I just don't want to buy it. I got 7.5 million of them. That's worth.
I don't want to buy
35 cents. I've done a 5x. To 35 cents. But it's a dog coin. So who knows? Maybe it gets blown up like Doge and SHIB and all the other shit out
maybe.
There. So, but again, look at this PBR pool, USDT pairing, 500%. There's just good stuff. Come in here, click the APY button, and just see what you like. And then on this, the stuff I like,
I checked in on my crystal to compound today.
There were a couple here that I thought, okay, there was maybe some of these have gone down since I last looked, but there were a few interesting ones that I thought were cool. Where was the other one? Well, look, ETH USDC for 78%. That's that's
fucking awesome.
That's a no-brainer.
Hell yeah.
Right here's ETH USDT Tether and ETH for 12. So, you pick your stable, and if you want to hold ETH because you think it's going to blow wide up, you hold it with a stable if you don't want to leave it just spot in a wallet.
I'm thinking I might go that direction because I'm sitting on a nice chunk, so I might as well earn on it.
Of ETH.
Yeah.
I would do something with it just because look, what is it at?
Is there a loop? 18? Do they have a loop on ETH to Crystal to ETH? What the hell? Why can't I type?
I pulled Crystal down. Just a second. Or is it on the other one? There are ways to, there's always a way to play that. So if you're going to stake mines and you're going to go for, where's that ETH one that I mentioned? Curve ETH, Grand Roll. Yeah, ETH USDC right here, 78%. So, you would stake in the liquidity pool, and then you would take your LP tokens. You put the LP tokens here. Then you'll take your earnings, and you're probably going to go something here. Let's see what we can earn. Let's go PR because this will probably be toward the bottom. I know you can earn BTC and BNB and stuff like that.
Oh, you can earn ETH with your staked crystal.
What do we got here?
There's 158.78%. Did you hear me? Hello, Joe?
Yeah.
Joe?
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm here.
I said,
yeah, I'm here.
The ETH pool is 158%.
I heard. Where is it? Earn ETH.
Just search on ETH under pools. Yeah, that's it. Earn ETH.
Right here.
Yeah. So you take the crystal, the crystal you earn on your ETH and stake it over there.
Yep. Just click this button, and then here's where your ETH will come out. And it does. You still have to harvest it, I believe. Yeah, when it comes up. But look, what's it? The ETH USDC stable pool is 78%.
Right.
And then you basically pull that down a couple times a day and dump it in here to earn your ETH. And you're going to essentially, when you contribute the earnings to this pool here, it automatically harvests the ETH that's earned. So it doesn't just keep piling up here, and that ends up right in your wallet. So, you're basically pulling the ETH off into your wallet every time you add here from the farm, the mine. So it's one less step, and you have the custody of that ETH.
I just love the friggin' loop.
Pretty cool.
I love the loop though.
Yeah.
You take that,
Let's
then
just-
you take the ETH and you dump it into the mine, and then you go back. I mean, it's fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm diving into that one. I don't even understand why the
circle
hell
of
I haven't
life.
been in there. All right, man.
Hakuna
Let's call it
Matata.
quits. My connection. fucking sucks.
All right, buddy.
There you go.
We're out. All
All
right,
right,
man.
man.
Everybody
Have a great day.
day.
Catch you later.
You know, we're just
Thank you for watching.
All right, man. Have fun, guys.
Anybody wants to talk
See you
about
tomorrow.
sponsorship or whatever, reach out. We'd love to chat. Bye-bye.